I am prepping for the biggest road trip of my life, and we've had a busy few days. Got the F80 on the lift. If you guys remember, we did a bunch of work with EBC, BC, and FCP Euro recently, modifying this car, updating it and doing service, including coilovers, brakes, and a full fluid flush. And as good as it looked, we had to raise the car for a very specific reason. On top of raising the car, we got the wheels removed in the truck, waiting on tires from UPS because these things have a bunch of miles on them. And the trip we're taking in a few days is gonna require brand new tires. On top of raising the suspension, getting the tires mounted, I got my dash cam put in the car, and I got the car recoded, so I have wireless CarPlay and all updated iDrive system. This is gonna be more of a preparation video, but the trip we're doing is something I have dreamed of for years. I just decided to plan it the past couple weeks, and I'm doing it. So we have a lot of prep to do. Bringing you guys along. Can't wait to see this car done because we have a bunch of stuff in store for it. Let's wait for these tires to show up, bring them down to Speed Sport, Porsche shop in Danbury, Connecticut. My friend Mark Carson works there. He's helping us out and getting the tires put on, along with TPMS sensors that I do not have in the TEs currently. We have plenty of work to do, plenty of preparation, and we have to drill the carbon roof later, so it's gonna be a fun one. All this preparation will make sense in a few days, I promise. Speaking of tires, Tire Streets is still currently running their sale where I believe it's up to 60% off site-wide. And if you use my code GRANT, it'll give you an additional $10 off per tire. Things are quickly escalating with my road trip preparation. I got Starlink Mini all set up. Looking at this guy, and the upload and download is wild. Not only did I get Starlink, but I got a little package here that we'll pull apart and I'll show you. Although these are something I don't really want to do on the M3, it's going to be a necessity for the trip, so we'll put them on for said trip, and then if we like them, we'll leave them on, but most likely we'll pull them off. We got front and rear. If you guys didn't know, the rear quarters on these cars are really wide, and they just get peppered with rocks. So let's get the mud flaps thrown on, and I actually don't mind it. I don't know. I'm not a mud flap guy, but if it saves the paint and protects the side of the car, then I guess I am a mud flap guy. So it doesn't look too bad. You can't even really tell it's there, especially not on the side shot. You'll be able to see it down the car, obviously, but it's better than blowing the paint off the side of the car. Well, we are at a little bit of a roadblock because, unfortunately, the screws they provided are not long enough for this. But I do like that you can kind of choose your own destiny with these. I'm going to run them pretty minimalistic. I'd say like that, maybe. But I have to go get new screws. So we're going to clean up the shop, wait for the tires to get here, and then when we go drop the tires off and go to FCP Euro, we'll stop at a hardware store and grab longer screws. Well, I absolutely spoke that into existence. Tire showed up, so heading to drop those off, get some hardware, run to FCP Euro, go get my haircut. With a lot of stuff to do because we are gone for 3 weeks. We're gone for a while. Tires mounted. Thank you, Speed Sport, saving my ass. Mounted, balanced, and I got TPMS sensors put in, so no more warning light on the dash. Which I'm very grateful for. Haircut time, baby. Hairs are cut. Time to get to work because we're dropping the car off tomorrow morning to get a bunch of work done that I cannot do. So every modification that I have to do to the car has to be done tonight because the next time I will see said car will be the night before I leave. All right, we made it back home, got the wheels and tires back on the car, and it honestly doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to. We went from a 305 to a 275 in the rear and a 275 to a 255 in the front. Now my theory was narrower tire, be less likely for punctures. Also, the tires I got have really deep tread. It's like some all seasons, whatever, but check it out. I don't think it looks too bad at all. Obviously, I raised it up a bunch, probably almost, I would say close to 2 inches in the front and maybe an inch or so in the back. Back could go up a little bit, but I think this is gonna be good for now. But we have to drill the carbon fiber roof. Well, not really, but we do. Putting a roof rack on the car. In order to put the roof rack on the car, the roof rack bolts to this hardware. Now, on non-carbon roofs, that hardware is under here. Now you can see there is no provisions for the roof rack here, even though the roof rack will be sitting on the metal frame, not on the carbon. For some reason, BMW never drilled the holes. Now, originally, I thought that this little indentation was where the hole went. Come to find out, the power of YouTube, thankfully I watched a video, that is not where it is. But from all the research I've done, looks like a pretty easy process, so I'm not gonna film it. There's videos all over the place of people doing it, but I'll show you the steps along the way. Whew. All right, let's get to work, baby. Step one is pulling off the trim, which I've read is pretty easy. All you have to do, push back a little bit, like that, and then just pops up. Yep, there we go. All right, let me put the camera down so I don't break this, but yep, this just pops right up. See, told you, just pops up. Now, where we have to drill, if you see this indentation right here, we have to drill in the center of this, in the center of this. So I'm gonna mask this off here, mask this off here, and I had to buy a specialty 5/8 drill bit, so we'll drill a small hole, make sure we're in the right place, and then got this big honker. So shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna take my time so I don't mess up the carbon, and we should be able to bolt the roof rack right on. It should be pretty cool. I got a roof rack for an F30. I got an OEM BMW one. It wasn't even that much more expensive than an aftermarket one, so I think it'd be cool to have the OEM touch. But if I keep talking, I'll never get it done, so see you in a minute. This literally was not bad at all, and I don't usually get this lucky, but I got the freaking hole right on the first time. I can't believe it. Check her out. Hell yeah, not too shabby. So the only difference between the hardware is this hardware has an M6 internal thread to connect any roof accessories to. So shouldn't be too bad. Looks like this thing moves around inside, so nice and centered. Put this in. I'm gonna put some sealant on this bolt, and then I'm also gonna put some sealant around here. I know it doesn't matter, but better safe than sorry. 3 more to go. All right, new piece of hardware is in. I am so freaking proud of myself how good of a job I did. I just winged this. I know that this one's not gonna come out as good now that I said that, but keep messing up and you keep messing up, and then one day you're just gonna do well. And just gotta be patient, do the next 3, seal them all up, put the roof rack on. I'm so excited to see the roof rack on this thing. I can't wait for you guys to see the full vision together. I think it's gonna be freaking awesome. Honestly, even better the second time. Pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. And look, safety glasses, thinking ahead. You know when you're just working and forget to pick up the camera? Sorry. Got everything all back together, got the drip trays back in, and this thing just literally went on. I bought this OEM one. Look at how nice everything is. Bolt lined up perfectly. This clips down, covers this that's flipped up. Locks in, bam. Ooh, it's so good. It even comes with a little rubber trim for here. Let's throw the front on. BMW wants you to be so precise with tightening the hardware that they give you this Allen key that has a Newton meter twist on it. So twist it until it moves to 8 Newton meters, and you know it's tight enough for them. Pretty close. Yeah, we'll go to 10 Newton meters. How about that? Got a little overzealous and took the car out, took it down the road to make sure the tires and the suspension are good. Everything feels great. Obviously, it feels exponentially better because I raised the car a bunch. It doesn't look as cool, but it's gonna work for where we're going. Holding myself to this, you guys are gonna have to wait until the next video to find out, but take a look at the car and then we will see you in the morning when we're dropping the car off. Boom, check it out. I know I've said this twice already, but I am so happy that I did the OEM roof bars. I think it looks factory fresh, baby. I also I'm gonna say this again, I don't know why BMW just didn't put the bolts in for the roof bar, but you know what? Makes it that much more special. Couldn't be happier. Look at the dually, look at the trailer, look at the F80. Man, I'm freaking pumped. I'm so excited for this trip. And I'm doing all the stuff to the BMW that I've been wanting to do for a while, so all good stuff. See you in the morning. All right, we just made it to Essential Auto Styling, just figuring out exactly what we're gonna do PPF-wise. I'm an asshole and I gave them like no time, but Mike said that he could get it done, so thank you, Mike. I appreciate it so much. So what's the plan here? Just a quick wash on the car?
Yeah.
And then start cutting the PPF and laying it on?
Yeah, so we're going to first check to see how...
Look at I did a good job on the coating,
you did a good
dude.
Job. So we're gonna have to...
Yeah, see, exactly.
A little bit of the coating off for sure.
Okay.
Whether it's just go over the edges really well with alcohol to see big cracks.
Okay. Or have to cut it a little bit. Yeah, ruining all my hard work, huh? I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. It does look good though. The lights make it look even better, so. You guys remember I only did a single step on this. I used like I can't remember what I used for polish, but single step. I did use the Rupes polish and then the G-Technic coating, but came out really good. Yeah, it is beating really. The hydrophobic properties are really good on it. So what are we doing? We're doing the whole front end.
Full front, high impact areas, so partial roof.
Okay.
We're gonna do
quarters, partial quarters.
Partial quarters with extended.
Okay.
So they're gonna come up to here.
So unfortunately, this thing's already whooped. So like, I just want to try to make it so it's.
It really is.
It's so bad, dude. I don't like all that is all rock chips. Well, all this work that we're doing, and I think I explained this to you before, is just to like minimize it growing, minimize it getting worse, right? So I think that's gonna, I think that's gonna be the biggest thing. So full front end, quarters. We're doing you said a trunk strip, you called it?
Luggage strip.
Luggage strip. So pulling stuff in and out of the trunk.
Just in here, because I know you're gonna be pulling stuff.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's just only a matter of time for something taps.
Yeah, 100%. And then partial roof, just to help eliminate rock chips coming up. You might yell at me, so this car used to have PPF. I think one of the mirror caps still has PPF on it. Oh yeah, it does, look. The lower portion has PPF.
Oh nice, they did lower. We'll leave that for now.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Like I said, whatever can save you time, and I hate doing it like this, but I have such a tight time crunch that I'm not giving them much leeway here, but all right, I'll let you boys get to work. Thank you guys. All right, getting out of their hair and heading to New York City because I need to buy a roof basket for the car. Still haven't told you guys where I'm going because it's so fucking exciting that you're gonna have to wait. But at least you get a good prep video, everything we're doing to the car, because it's all last minute. Roof box is now acquired, heading back home. We have to stop at Built Right to get some accessories for it. 27th stop of the day, we made it to Built Right. I'm gonna go in, see if we can get this stuff planned out, and then I'll bring you guys in and show you the basket that we got for the F80. All right, you guys are coming in with me. I knew the boys would be able to help me out here. They're always making new products, so they're showing me some prototype stuff they have right now, and I know this is gonna end up being ridiculous, but it should be pretty cool. All right, so a lot has transpired since the last time I picked up the camera, but basically I came here to get a solution for mounting fuel containers to the roof basket I just purchased, which I don't even think I showed you guys, but the boys over at Built Right are helping me out, and we just cut brackets on their new year. Is it a CNC laser machine?
Fiber.
On their fiber laser machine to mount Rotopack fuel jugs onto the side of the roof basket. So the plan is for me to weld this into place and then bolt the Built Right bracket to it, which will then bolt the Rotopack bracket to it, and then the fuel jug will mount on the outside like this on both sides, so should be perfect. Freaking fired up. All right, we're making some revisions, but you guys have to see this laser machine work because It's wild. I know where I'm coming to get some parts made if I ever need it. Some scrap. I can't believe how fast it cuts.
This is nothing compared to air.
Really?
Air is like twice the speed.
Wow. What do you do when it drops down?
So we have these patches.
Oh, sick. You just pull it out.
Pull right out.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Thank you. I'll send you pictures later. Dude, they are the best. And I have to give a massive thank you to Matt, the owner, for responding to my text yesterday. And I was like, hey, I need some help. And they instantly helped me. So if you guys don't know who Built Right is, I'll put their link down below. They make what they call molly panels for trucks and overlanders and off-road. I had a setup of theirs in the back of my Silverado where like my jack and jack stands, all that stuff were attached inside the bed. They make phone mounts, they make literally everything. So go check them out, link in the description. Let's head home, get these brackets welded up, and get all this stuff test fitted. So when we get the car back, we can bolt it on. Fired up, dude. Oh! Time to make these brackets that Built Right cut out for me work so we can mount these Rotopack fuel jugs to them. So it was kind of loud. We were also trying to design and figure this all out when I was at Built Right, so let me explain it to you. Built Right sells these brackets for their molly panels. So what we did was we made a bracket that's gonna fit in between these bars that I will weld in. Just drop my magnet. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna weld this in. Then I'm gonna bolt the Built Right bracket to that. And then I'm gonna bolt the Rotopack bracket to this. Now originally, my thought was, okay, why don't I just weld this to this and then bolt this to this? But Built Right said, well, you could do that, but then if you want to reuse the molly bracket for the Rotopack mount, then you won't be able to. So it's kind of the beauty with everything they do. They make it all modular, so you can reuse things and use it in different applications, so which I think is really cool. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna clean up the metal here, weld her in, bolt her up, bolt this up, and then the fuel jugs are gonna have a little overhang, but I think they're gonna look so damn cool. I wasn't really planning on building like a safari style car, but you guys know how extra I am with everything I do, powder coated car. So I'm not even surprised. I'm just glad I have enough time before I leave to get all this cool stuff done. Kinda got after it. I cannot believe how this looks. I don't know if I said this, but I wasn't really planning on building a safari car. I guess it happened. This looks so freaking cool. The one thing I don't like about the Rotopacks is they have to go one way, that they're not symmetrical on the inside and the outside. So this faces backwards, this faces forwards. I know I'm splitting hairs, but at least the actual units themselves are symmetrical. Oh my God, it looks so freaking cool. I can't wait to see it on the top of the M3. Putting a spare tire up there, jack, should be good. The trip I'm doing is long, so I want to have spare fuel because there are certain areas in this trip that there won't be a fuel station for 300 to 400 miles. So hopefully I'll never need it, but if I do, I will have it. All right, good morning. We just made it back to Essential in Danbury, and they are just finishing up. They got the entire front end PPF'd, all the high impact areas, the windows tinted.
So this is a quick update on Grant's F80 M3. He dropped this thing off earlier this morning, and me and the boys really cooked on it. We got the full front end finish for him, along with a bunch of extra add-ons like the partial A-pillars and partial roof. Along with that, we did hip guards on not only the quarters, but the rear door and the lower rear section of the rockers. We didn't do the entire rocker because he does have some mud flaps in the front that should do a great job at protecting most of it. And then lastly, we also added a luggage strip to the lid of the back bumper. We're sure, you know, Grant's gonna be pulling stuff in and out nonstop during this trip, so we wanted to make sure that this was protected. That way he wouldn't have to worry about it at all. But yeah, this thing's pretty much ready to go, and by tomorrow he should be set.
Now just doing a UV protectant film on the front window, or front windshield, I guess. Literally installing it as we speak. And the car is done, and we get to go pack and get ready for the trip. So it looks so good. I can't wait to show you guys the car all done and back down on the ground. The boys knocked it out of the park. I literally gave them a day, and they got everything done that we originally agreed upon. So if you need any tint work, PPF work, vinyl wrap work, here's all the brands they use and work with. I'll leave their Instagram here if you want to check them out. Awesome dudes, knocked it out of the park. Couldn't be happier. See this thing when it's all finished up. The tint looks good, man. It looks really good. All right, you got to hit me. What did you guys do?
So we did full front end PPF.
Yep.
Along with a bunch of extras like the partial A-pillar, partial roof.
The quarters.
Yep, so we did the hip guard, the rear door guard, the rear rocker guard, luggage strip on the back trunk.
In 24 hours.
Yeah,
28. 20. Oh, you did? We did start.
Yeah, I started laying film at 3 o'clock yesterday.
What?
I left here at 7 or 8.
You're an animal, dude. It looks so good. So I don't like window tint, but I think it looks perfect. It's like just dark enough. Yeah, there you go. There, that's perfect.
And legal. Which is dope.
And legal. No, it is 100% legal, right? Yeah. It looks so freaking good. Got the roof racks thrown back on while they were doing the windshield. You know what's crazy? The tint looks mad dark. Look at it in the camera.
Oh, in the camera.
But it's not that dark. It looks so freaking good.
That's the explosion.
It looks, you guys killed it. Front end looks good. Everything looks good, man. Couldn't be happy. Thanks, boys. Yes. All right, time to go pack. Just driving up to the front of their building right now to pay them, and I don't like how tint looks, but I can feel how much cooler it is in the car already. We did ceramic tint. It's pretty unbelievable, actually. So I've always given TJ crap about drinking yerba mates, a little mate, but I freaking love them, and I can't find them anywhere. So this gas station had them, but I finally found them. So, well, this journey took way longer than it should have, but just made it back home. The car looks incredible. The PPF, you can't even tell it's on there. The tint looks amazing. Like I said 15 times, I don't like window tint, but I think this is a good look for this car. But we gotta get this put on. I just got these Ray-Ban Meta glasses for this trip, so I'm gonna try to use these while we install the roof rack. See how it looks, baby. I cannot believe how freaking awesome this looks. We got really lucky though, because I was nervous this was gonna hit the crossbars, and I don't know if you can see, but there's about a credit card thickness between this plastic and the fuel jug on both sides. But what I did was I set it back as far as I could. I think it looks more aesthetically pleasing. And we got to put a spare tire up here, so let's throw that up. See how it fits, see how goofy it looks, because we have to bring a lot of stuff on this trip, and we don't have a lot of room, so we're fine. Okay. So it's centered. Pretty centered. Let's get her strapped down. All right, I'm running out of time and sweating my butt off, but just wanted to show you guys the progress of how everything is going. Got the tire mounted, 2 ratchet straps, all the slack tied up. Rotopacks on and tight. We have the jack strapped up here as well. And my favorite part so far, we have the trunk. So fluids, toolbox, octane booster, all my power tools. And then under here we have sockets, tire plug kit, compressor, e-Torx and Torx zip ties. Got some Crocs. And then we have 2 spare tires, my helmet. We still have to do all the camping gear, all the food I got, and all of my luggage. But I think we're gonna have plenty of room. Taking my time organizing everything because it's my favorite thing in the world to do, and it's coming out really good. So I'll give you guys an update when I'm done, because I'm freaking whooped and it's hot as butt out. But where we're going shouldn't be that bad. So just positive thoughts, positive thoughts. All right, we got the tent up on the basket, everything loaded up in here. Gotta load up my food and my luggage, and then we're good to go. So see you guys on the road. Thanks for watching. Hope you're excited about my Safari Overland F80 build, because I didn't think it was gonna turn into this, but I could not be happier with how it turned out. So see you guys in a couple days. Thanks for watching. This is gonna be the best trip of my life, and I hope you guys follow along because I am so damn excited. Love you guys. See you soon. Goodbye.